Hello everyone, my name's Schmodder. For those of you who just watched my little montages I put together, so when I'm 40 and old I have something to look back on. This video is going to be a bit different. I originally planned this to go on the Underachievers channel, but we've got some stuff cooking over there and I didn't want to overshadow what we have going on over at Underachievers that we're cooking, so I thought I'd post this on my channel instead. That's why at the start I say hello, because it was intended for that, but I'm just going to put it here because I want to get it out there, and also UKIC has already started, so I kind of need to get this out for the weekend. Otherwise this video is going to be pretty irrelevant. With that being said, I recorded this video a few days ago. The notes took a little under a week to make as well, so this video, it was really big thing for me. If you like this style of content and you want to see more of it, just like UKCS analysis, then I will hold you no further and let you see the recording. Hello everybody, welcome to the Underachievers YouTube channel. Quick video. My name's Schmodder. First of all, let me not forget the introductions, guys. Sorry. I just wanted to make a quick little video. Thought it'd be fun, just overlooking the current UKIC season. Just, you know, talking about some teams that I think could be upsets or teams to look out for. I think that's the better way to put it. Just teams to look out for. I've got a total of 5 teams for you. 3 teams in Division 3, 1 team for each group, 1 for Div 2 and 1 for Div 1. Will come at the end. All teams, I think, just are really strong looking teams. Just, I don't know, could be surprises in the upcoming season, just maybe for you to look out for if they're in your group, or if you're just a watcher from the sidelines, maybe to check in and be like, oh, they're doing quite well. But yeah, without further ado, we're going to jump straight into it. The first team we have for Group A of Division 3, we've got the Book Club, a really strong team. I'm going to run through the roster first. With all these teams, I'll run through the rosters first so you guys don't get lost. We've got Papakani, we've got One Arm, we've got Heroic, we've got L2 Light, and we've got Zerp. Okay, just that team on paper is amazing. Annie is a really strong IGL. You know, has been for a while. He's been around the scene for a while, and he's got some really strong star power around him. Especially, I want to highlight One Arm and Heroic. They played phenomenally in their UKIC Div 2 qualifier run, which I'll get onto. Just really solid potential to make playoffs in Division 3. I like the way this team plays, that they pass the eye test. They're just a mix, and if they wanted to play ESEA right now, they'd probably go 6-0, 7-0 and win all their games. These guys are really insane. Canny's on the fly and mid-round calling seems to be stronger than ever. His base strats and calling things on the fly looks to be still strong. He's one of the more underrated in-game leaders in the UK space, in my opinion. I really love his work. Really fun to watch whatever team he plays for, or even coaches. He's dabbled into coaching, and you know, him being an IGL just proves he's got that mind for the game, really. Like I mentioned before, they had a really nice Division 2 qualifier run. Ended abruptly, unfortunately, but still they got further than a lot of other teams that expected them to get. I expected them to get that far. Just saying, don't want to be that guy, but they had some really notable wins against Gauleria. I never say that name, I apologise. But who are an ESEA main team now, with the asterisks of they're not doing too hot in main right now. However, they have to be at least a good team to get into main, right? So that was a really good win. But also against Match Day, they are also a mix. Another asterisk to that win, but they had some strong individual players, so not going to take that away from them. Again, just One Arm and Heroic, really strong players. They're 2 like star players in my opinion. The supporting cast, that I'm definitely going to be saying that phrase a lot this video, of L2 Light and Zerp, and then Canny, just a really strong IGL. But yeah, I really hope good for these guys. I've got a personal liking to Canny. One Arm I've heard of for a while, and as well as Zerp. It's really good to see those guys getting into the scene. You know, I hope to see this team go really far. They're in the same group as me, but that's not the point, guys. We're going to move swiftly on to Group B. I did have a bit of a tough choice for this group, as well as the last one, but I've decided to go with NoReason Gaming. They have the roster of Hano, Exi, Protector, Mako, and SNK. Really strong roster on paper. They did, however, I do want to mention, they did kind of lose their star rifler, I want to say, in Vilda, or Will, this season coming into ESEA. But they're still doing really well in intermediate, currently 3-2, with plenty of the season to play through. You know, and I really think they can upset some stronger opposition in their group and get some really good wins and place highly in the standings. And I really hope good for this squad. I've heard nothing but good things about the likes of Hano and Mako, and I've, you know, not really heard of Protector, but when I've looked at the scores and the stats of their ECA games doing research for this video, everyone proves to be really strong. And I really think they can get some really big, I don't want to call it upsets, because I feel like anyone can beat anyone in the UK scene. Just depends on who's playing good or not. But in terms of on paper, looking at stats, they can really upset some stronger teams coming into this. And I, again, hope nothing but a great season for them. And I think they can place really high. Group C was another difficult decision. There wasn't really many like teams to look out for in that sense of like, it's pretty like cutthroat. It's like 3 good teams and then everyone else. However, I'm going to go for some personal bias here. Some pretty unknowns, some people I met when I was a chitter down in Gold League who have always shown love to me and been nothing but nice to me. But Crumbstack, the roster of Boda, Crumble, Mav, JZR, sorry, misspoke, and Downed. JZR and Down I've not played with. However, Mav, Crumble, and Boda played Gold League with them. Super fun group of guys. Obviously, we're all not in Gold League anymore. We're a lot better now. Why I say was in Gold League. But Mav, I just want to say he was always a strong rifler. Guy has really clinical aim. I wish he took the game a bit more seriously, because he could be really, really good at this fucking game and get to a really, really high tier. However, he's really clinical aim. His mechanics are insane. His movement, as well as Crumble, always been a funny guy, just like a really nice guy. He's always been nice to me and making jokes, and you know, he's just a nice guy to be around. He's a really smart player, really good player in that, as well as Boda as well, another really nice guy, really funny guy, just good at the game. And I really think this team could cause some big upsets in there and go on to place really highly in their group, and I really hope the best for them. Like I said, I've not really heard of JZR and Down, so we'll have to see kind of where they place and kind of what their roles in the team are. But from what I know, Boda, Crumble, and Mav, they're really solid players, and I hope they have an amazing season. And, you know, guys, I don't forget about you, man. I love you, man. Hope you do well. Going on to Div 2. Friends with all these guys. Love all these guys. They had some doubters who were also my friends, but we're not going to get into beef. Beef is beef. I don't put myself in that. Love to everyone. Gotta mention it, though, because it's just what it is. Pigeons. This roster, on paper, is just insane. Noel, Archer Ace, Kesum, Naz, Papap. I keep saying Papap. Like my I don't know why. Every time I see his name, my mouth and my brain just want to say Papap, but I know it's Papap. I'm really sorry, Pap, mate. I hope you don't get offended by that. It's literally ever since I've heard about you, my brain just always goes to Papap. I'm really sorry. However, I love all these guys. They're all amazing individual players. They are absolutely crushing it in Open 10 right now, going 6-0. They had a really, really lovely Division 2 qualifiers run, which I had the pleasure of watching and semi-casting, but I call it more of a watch party. It was more of a watch party, and it was really fun to watch. Naz has always been a really good AWPer when he was on control with that roster. Insane. Papap is just a really strong star player. And then you've got players like this seasoned, strong individuals in Archer, Kez, and Noel. It's a really strong team. I wish, because they are a mix, and I know they're a mix, but if I could just sit them down and go, guys, I'm going to force you to scrim and practice 8 hours a day, then they could be a really strong team. I really love these guys. Fucking brilliant, all of them, man. I really think they're going to have a really strong Div 2, and I really want them to see them place highly, and hope they start scrimming and taking it more seriously, because they could really go far with the roster that they've built. But Division 1, the big boys, the big leagues, daddy-os of UKIC. I will start off by saying my original pick was going to, like, when I was doing research for the, I've got all these notes here, why you see me glancing down. I'm not shy to look at the camera, I just need to read my notes because I'm a bit of an idiot. But I was going to pick Flow State, okay? But as I was doing research and like getting stats together and writing down what I was going to say, LTH tweeted that he was getting kicked. Now I'm not going to speculate too much on it, you know, it's team stuff, right? I'm sure someone had their problem with someone, or they just wanted to change. I don't know. I love everyone, but I have to mention it because I was going to pick them, but then I didn't want to pick them because they just kicked their IGL. You know what I mean? So my backups were between Glitchtech and Traxmania. I love everyone on Traxmania. Ben, shout out to my fellow Benjamin. I'm not a Benjamin, but a Ben is a Ben nonetheless. We all see the same. But I've got to stay true to all our Bens, yeah? As well as Sorex, lovely guy. But I went with Glitchtech. Just, again, on paper, eye test wise, looking at the individuals they have, this team can cause some really strong upsets for like the bigger names in this I don't know what to call it. It's really because it's one group in the standings, I'll say. Like you've got Reason, Belfast, 8 Sins, Alaska, Viperio Academy. Like you've got, and like that's just off the top of my head. Like TLR as well. I don't want to leave those guys out. Love to all you, man. Like you've got really strong rosters with really strong backing. But these guys, man, on paper, eye test wise, I've demoed some of their watched some of their games from ESEA. These guys got it, man. Like reading through the roster, Reese or Reese Stumbles, as some people might better know him, MMS, iFan, Dimsy, Isaac. This team, strong individuals on all 5 sides. It's undeniable, really. It's hard to deny they're going to have success. Definitely place high in the standings come the end of the season, and they've really, like I reiterate again, they can really upset some of these more well-backed, I'll call it, teams in Division 1. You know, like they're playing great in ESEA main right now with a record of 4-2. They did just lose a derby game against Reason, so I know they'll want to get their get back in Div 1, and all power to them. But like I'll put it in the way that I've wrote it in my here, right? You have MMS, a veteran of the scene. He played with Viperio in that Paris RMR roster. And then you have 2 star individuals in Ifan and Reese, and then a supporting cast of strong star players in their own right of Zimzi and Isaac. Like this roster on paper, if they just keep grinding, keep working, they can be a really strong team and they can really go further. Okay, and I apologize if you just saw a massive shadow upon me. It's because I'm using my phone for my lights. But no, yeah. I just wanted to make this quick, short little video. Well, it's not short. It's like, what, 15 minutes I've been recording now? But I wanted to make this video just all power to everyone coming up in the UKIC season. I hope everyone does well. But yeah, I just wanted to highlight some teams that maybe other teams would look over, or maybe kind of not give a second thought to, and maybe think, okay, maybe I should pay more attention to these guys. Especially Div 2 and Div 1 teams that are going to be demo reviewing and pracking. Take a closer look at Pigeons and Glitchtech, man. They've got some strong individuals. Both teams are the same. It's just Glitchtech actually prack and scrim, and Pigeons don't. Like all 5, like all 10 players are strong individuals. Could be star players on any roster they wanted to. Like they're like. Do not overlook these teams, guys, in Div 1 and Div 2. They are insane. Like, and even the guys in Div 3, right? Crumbstack, NoReason. Like, maybe. There are some stronger teams in their group. But I do believe they have the power to beat them if their head's in the game and their star players like Mav, no one for no reason, are playing on top form. And then as well with the book club with One Arm and Heroic and Canny having a IGL masterclass, like they could really upset some bigger teams in the groups. But yeah, I just wanted to overlook that. Just wanted to oversee that. Thank you all for listening. Power to everyone. Hope everyone has a great UKIC season. If you're playing ECA, hope you have a great ECA season. And maybe, you know, don't overlook some teams in your group next time. Maybe do a bit more thinking. But love to everyone. I hope you all have a fantastic day. I've been sitting down with you, Schmodder, for some UK analysis, and I will see you all next time, my friends.